This video is to show you a comparison between the original Enaly 1000 versus the newer model, the KNT24. Essentially, this is a 12 volt unit, this is a 24 volt unit. Both of them come with the appropriate brick. The difference in designs are unique, although they have the same size generator, the same output, one for the other. We'll notice here the fan on the 1000 is in the front, as well as the indicator light and dial, and that's it. The fan size is significantly smaller. The Enaly KNT24 has the outlet for Ozone in the front, the power on-off, and also the indicator in the front. Let's compare the fan sizes. You can see a much dramatic change in size, much more efficient cooling, and as we show you inside, once we get inside, how much more effective the cooling is. A big difference in that aspect. Also, ozone in the ozone output or ozone outlets on the back, and the power is also on the back. Let's take it apart to show you what's inside. We already have disassembled the 1000 to show you the inside of that. Now let's take this apart here to Now this has 4 screws, but for convenience we use only, this has 8 screws normally, but for convenience we only use 4 screws. Now you can see the difference on the insides. Again, the large fan on the KNT is much larger than the smaller one on the 1000. And also the design of the cooling is, not only is it larger, but because it's a smaller, more columnar shape, the air mass is flowing over all the components, not only the generator but also the electronics. Whereas this one, the smaller fan is only hitting the generator and some of the electronics. Much more efficient cooling with the KNT24. And electronics like cooler atmospheres, it just makes longevity better. So the new one is much improvement in that area. The other significant thing about both of the units, is that they come with neoprene tubing, which is the black tubing you see here. Neoprene is resistant to ozone, but not highly resistant to ozone, and in time it breaks down. It primarily breaks down anywhere there's a stress point in the material. Could be right at the junction, could be at the bend, and so it will start breaking down there, and you won't see a crack per se, but you'll start saying, I'm having to turn up the oxygen more and more and more, I'm not getting not much output. And it's because you've got a little leak right here or right here, especially on the ozone leg. On this, the KNT24 is even more pronounced in that you have much more stress in this very short section here. A lot of stress in here, and you'll end up with failure on the ozone side. This is almost always where it's going to occur. So this is a problem, and we'll talk about how to remedy that problem in a future video. Otherwise, much more efficient cooling, easier access to what you need, as well as the compact size are all benefits for the KN24 over the 1000.